again with another one. We out here in Curacao. Just learned that it's not Curacao, how a lot of people, including myself, used to call the island, but Curacao. But I'm out here. We at a distillery right now. Just doing some liquor tasting and a tour real quick. So it's lit. The lituations continue. So I'll keep y'all posted.
Otra vez. ¿Cómo se sienten? How is the feeling? The bridge, the color is blue and yellow. What does it represent? The bridge, the color, the flag, the blue means the sky and the beach. The yellow is the sun, the two-star Curacao and small Curacao. We have the Deloitte, our company.
What up, though? It's your boy here. Just wanted to let y'all know how today went. So we just heading back to the ship. Just actually showered.
What's up, though?
And basically, we had a tour in Curacao. Cool tour, seen a lot of different things and the island. And basically, a group went to the beach, a group went back to the ship, and another group went to the aquarium. Long story short, we got left. They forgot about us. Me and like a small group. They forgot about us, and we had to scramble, figure out a way to get back to the ship. Good thing that the ship is not leaving until later tonight. But still, it's the point. Like it was just crazy. So we get back safely and everything. We was about to blast the owner, blast them. They end up going home. So they realized, they forgot. Said, all right, they'll figure it out. And that's what the lady said who came back and picked us up. And we were just like, what? But that's what happened when you go to like other countries. Like, it's not regulated the same way. We understand it, but you just have to kind of go with the punches and roll with it and make the best out of the experience. So we still had a great time. But yeah, just wanted to update y'all. Tonight's Caribbean night on the ship, so it's lit. I'll catch y'all.
All right, y'all. So I was trying to get O'Shane to tell y'all the story about greed. That's actually, I will include that. I was trying to get O'Shane to tell y'all the story about greed, but of course he didn't. So I'll sit here and tell y'all. So apart from being left at the beach, which honestly the beach was wonderful, it was great, it was beautiful, had a great time. Apart from that, when we came outside, we had like 5-6 people approach us, like, oh, where you going? Where you going? Where we going? It was like, oh no, we're waiting for our tour. There was like, all right. We had this one lady come over to us. She was like, oh, it's $3. It's $3, and I'll take you out to the ship. And we're like, no, we already stop, Liam. We were like, no, we already paid for a tour. Why are we going to pay extra money to go back to the ship? After that, she tells us to go outside because there's so much traffic, and because of the traffic that means that the bus can't get in. So we go outside. So we were outside for an additional like 15 minutes. Once again, the bus is not there. We're still waiting. So then at this point, we're just getting like frustrated because we've been outside for like about 45 to 50 minutes waiting. Nothing. We can't hear anything. So a taxi stops and he's like, oh, $2 to go to the beach. And the other one is like, oh, $5 a person. And we were like, what? $5 a person to take us back to the port? He was like, yeah, but then you're going to have to walk 5 minutes. You're going to have to walk 5 minutes because I can't go in there. So we was like, that does not make sense. Liam was actually sleeping, so we had to carry him. So it was just too much. And then finally we get into this one van where the guy's like $3 per person. We was like, all right, whatever we're going to do. What do we have to do? We got to get back. So we get in the car with asking him like, oh, are you going to drop us to the port? Because we kept hearing people say they can't go up to the port. So he's like, oh, one thing about me is that I'm not a liar. I'm not a this. I'm not that. Mind you, going off. And then we're looking at him like, all we need to know if you're going to take us where we need to go. So he's like, oh, hold on. So as he's trying to get more people in the van, he's sitting here telling us whatever he want to tell us. Started yelling at us. I was like, can you not yell? And then finally, he ended up not getting no passengers at all because he went from $3 to $5 and back to $3 as he was trying to get other people. And it just so happened that the bus popped up at that time. So we got to go back on this bus, and like O'Shane said, we tried to find the owner. They were nowhere to be found. They were gone. So if you ever taken a trip to Curacao, do not, what is it? Do not take RUD tours. Listen to me. Do not take RUD tours. They will pick you up, sell you on this dream, leave you, and don't come back for you. Very unprofessional, and it was not a great experience.